Play action. It's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Trubisky to throw again. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw again, Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On third and goal, Trubisky. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From a yard out. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for it, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Grant. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 12 yards there and a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be second down.
Set up. 180. You ain't going nowhere. 18.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Hey, alert. Play. Hey, Haywood.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, boy, come on.
Here's Trubisky escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
51 the mark, boys. 51.
Now it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Get ready. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch safety green. Watch it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for our Bears.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 56 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw once more. Complete to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 20. Five-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
2-3, chop. And the Packers first down. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's complete to Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers again now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check 49, check 49. He's coming, he's coming.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much